Hello everybody and welcome to your next tutorial. In this tutorial you will be learning about keyboard input, and the next tutorial will be on gamepad input. I won't be teaching touchpad input because this isn't for the Windows Phone. These aren't Windows Phone tutorials. So anyways, let's go to the top of our code. As you see, we still have our texture, our loaded texture from our past tutorials, and we have the vector to position, position to, and I've added a new variable called move speed, and it's equal to 500. Okay, so let's another variable I've declared is keyboard state, the class keyboard state, and sorry, and I named it key state. Now notice that keyboard state is part of the input namespace. So if you were to put this into another class or another CS file or whatever, then you have to put the input namespace, just so you know. So in the initialize, we the same initializing position and position 2. In the load content method, we're loading the image, same as before, nothing new. So the update is something new. So in the update method, you're going to be learning a lot of things today. First thing, we set our keyboard state and we named it key state, right? But we have to let our program know that we want to actually um start checking the keyboard to see for key presses, right? So in the update method, notice update, uh we want to put key state equals keyboard.getState. So this basically means that we want to get the state of the keyboard and detect key presses. Basically that's what it's saying. So what we do is that since key state is equal to keyboard.getState, then it's ready to detect key presses from the keyboard. So basically it has a lot of built-in functions. You could put a lot of built-in methods. My bad. So you can check if the keyboard is down, if the key press is up, and these are other. You can get the press keys as like a array of press keys. If you want to do like attack combos or something, if you want to get an array of the press keys for a combo or whatever, and you can get other different defaults from the C# language. So right now we want to move our box or our image. So we're saying that if the key state dot is key down, keys dot right. So if I let me delete this first line right here and let me rewrite it. So if I put if key state, and it's a good thing to have IntelliSense because IntelliSense really helps you out by showing you your options. So is key down, and then you put keys. Now keys is a part of the class, I believe, and you put dot, and you can see all the options, all the different keys you can choose from. So right now I want to put key right. So if the right arrow key is being pressed, then we want to do something. In this case, we want to move the box towards the right side of the screen. So since we have our x and y stored in a vector, then we do like this. So we put position dot x, so we're getting the x coordinate of the vector, plus equals, and if you don't know what that means, then go back to your C# basics, and we're going to put move speed. Remember, that's a new variable that we created at the beginning, times, put the float cast, and then we're going to put game time dot elapsed game time dot total seconds. Now you guys are probably saying, what the hell is that? Well, okay, if you look here at the top of the update method, you see game time, and then you see they name it game time. So basically game time is used to calculate basically what it states, the game time, certain times in the game. And so if you go to game time, you can see you can get the lapse game time, if it's running slowly, the total game time, what you've been playing. And basically a lapse game time is how much, if you read it, it basically says, okay, sorry, if you read, it says the amount of elapsed time since the last update. So every time it updates, it resets it back to zero again, and it calculates how much time has passed since the last update, right? And then we get the total seconds um from the last update. So I guess they round it up or whatever. So basically, why do we do this? Why do we do move speed times um the actual time, right? And we do this because it's basically for frame rate. When you move according to frame rate, then it doesn't matter what speed the PC is running at, it will run at the same speed on every single computer. And then you can ensure that there's no lagginess or anything because it will run at the same speed no matter what processing speed it is. And it's a good thing, a good habit to get into because there's some powerful PCs that will run the game twice the speed or maybe even three times the speed that you want to run it at, and it won't run efficiently. And then that's why some games, some people can hack it or do like increase the frames per second or increase something, and then their game runs at double the speed, and then they can beat you in certain games because they're going faster than you. This is the reason why. And with this method, you'll prevent that. Now, another thing to note is that if you look at the distance formula in physics, the distance formula, I believe it's distance is equal to velocity times time, right? So this is the distance we want to travel. Well, the position is, yeah, the position on the screen. We want to travel a certain distance. So it's equal to the velocity, which is the move speed, times the time. And then there you will get the adequate amount of distance where you want to move in that allotted time, right? So if, that's just a little physics lesson for you guys to learn from that. So basically, we do the same things. We're basically moving this towards the right. If they press left, we do minus equals because we want to move towards the left. If they press up, then we do minus equals because remember when we're working with x and a, the the 0 0 coordinates at the top left corner, meaning that if you go up the screen, you're going the higher up the screen, the lower the number is. The lower on screen, the higher the number is. So then if we press the down key, then we're moving down towards the screen, so we add it to our position Y. And then our draw method is exact same. We draw the first image and the second image, and let's run this program. So as you can see, it might move a little laggy because of the recorder, but basically it's like this. So when I click the right arrow key, it moves towards the right. When I move the left arrow key, it moves towards the left. When I click down, it moves down. And when I move up, it moves up. When I press the up arrow key, it moves up. And then there you got player movement. So this is it for the tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. And one more thing, you may not when you notice when you close the window, you always have to click the X button. Well, you might also want to click the escape button to close the game window also. So basically, you could put and keyboard dot get state dot is key down keys dot escape. And you see what I did there? I could have used the key state um variable, but the key state is just a holder for keyboard.getState. So we don't actually have to use the key state variable. I could put keyboard.getState and still do the same functionality. This just makes the code shorter and easier for you to understand, but either way can work for you and either way will be fine. So then if I run this program one more time and I press the escape key, the window closes as well. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. The next tutorial is going to be on gamepad input. As you can see, it's commented here. So I'll uncomment it and show you all this code and stuff. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching and bye.